Hi everyone, welcome to Primo Reef and welcome to another project of mine. This is for a customer. It's a custom sump, averaging about 30. So I'm sorry, it was initially 36 inches that the customer wanted to go with. He decided to go 40 inches in length. I believe it's 12 inches in depth and 16 inches high. The whole sump is all done. There's 6 baffles inside of it. Again, it's very similar from the other custom sump setup that I did do. This one here will only have one chamber for a sponge or whatever he chooses to put. This customer here, his name is Sid0172, so please check out his channel. He has some pretty cool stuff. He will be updating a review on this sump. So if you guys want a better input, an unbiased input, I don't give any biased input on my stuff. If there's any damages or if there's any problems, I will tell you. I did do the leak test on this guy yesterday. There was a minor leak right about there. I have it taped right now, just taping the back side of it. But there was a minor leak on this side. All I did was weld on 16. Run a little bead right across it, right to the edge there, front to back, and gonna do another water test, and it should be sealed. So pretty much all done. This time what I did was I painted the back and also the bottom. This is just a little more presentable. You can actually see if there's any debris. In my system here, I haven't painted the bottom, so as you can see, I see my hardwood flooring that comes right through it, and it's kind of hypnotizing because it looks like from this side there's a water leakage, but this side it doesn't, so it kind of confuses the crap out of me. I don't like it. Again, that's my Refugium going all nuts now. But back to this project here. Sorry guys, some of you have recommended to get a better camera, and that's the only reason I'm not doing a complete review on the sump and how it's built from point A to point B. I really want to do this. It's just the fact of buying a $300 camera. When you're a reef hobbyist, I guess you're going to think about it. It's either a $300 camera or $300 worth of corals. What would you choose? Exactly, I choose the corals too. So in that sense, I am looking for another camera. I'm going to, just so you guys can follow along on the complete build this time. So in the future, you guys can definitely see what's happening, how it's happening from point A to point Z. Okay, the water running system, it's very similar. So you're gonna go from the top to inside the baffle. There's a 1 inch, 1.5 inch gap at the bottom there, so it flows through and into the refugium. This mechanism here, again, it's releasable. You can wash it. Put this back in. This is just for stopping the algae and getting inside the return pump. And again, it goes over, under, and over into the return pump. This is a pretty big layout for the skimmer. He wasn't too sure exactly what he wanted to put, but the good thing about it is you're better safe than sorry. This sump, at least it can last him for a bigger tank in the future. I believe Sid has a 55 gallon right now. He wants to maybe upgrade in the future. It's a good thing because you know what? Instead of buying 30-inch sumps that have a tiny 6-inch refugium, you might as well go big one shot instead of spending all the money double or twice around. It just doesn't logically make sense. This compartment here, it's about 12 inches in length by 13 inches going across. 12 or 13, give or take. The gaps on these ones here, it's about 2.5 inches. About 2 to 2.25 inch. Each gap in the baffles here, you're looking 3/4 of an inch. Over here, I went 1 inch, 1 inch. There's a science behind this. When you have bigger baffles, the water flow slows. Smaller the baffles, it speeds up. And reason why I wanted to speed up here is because I wanted some circulation happening inside the refugium. Sorry, you guys see my feet there in the reflection. Let me get out of the way. So, yeah. So, big to small. Okay? Hope you guys like the project. In the future, I will be listing more better stuff. Better videos. Sorry, I'm blanking out right now. Somebody by the door. Again, everything is flame polished nicely. You can see the reflection in there. I did paint the bottom, that's why it looks kind of black. But some of you may decide to put an orange tape at the bottom of the bath of the sump, so the top of it will glow orange. Again, that's just a preference, no biggie. The paint I'm using on the back, I'm just using regular acrylic paint. I got it from my, sorry, there we go. I got it from a regular art store. It's about $8, $9, 500 mil, carbon black. The good thing about acrylic is, in the future, if you want to scrape it off, it's definitely possible. It goes on pretty professional, really nice. So I just use a regular paintbrush. You can use a roller. I didn't have a roller, so use a paintbrush. And it was perfectly good. So back is done. Just gonna give you a little theory on the bottom. That's the bottom. Alright guys, if you have any questions, comments, likes, please hit them below. And if you guys want to get custom projects done, please inbox me the full specs on your tank size, how big of a sump you can go, because the biggest sump you can have is the better for your system. So how big is your tank, the biggest sump you can go, and if you want any recommendations on baffle placements, how small the refugium, how big a refugium you want to go, or whatnot. So give me all these details and I can send you a quotation. So definitely it's better custom than going with a manufacturer made product that's limited to space on certain areas for your sump. Thank you for watching. Again, rate, comment, subscribe, and have a good day, everybody.